We live in a world where everything is on the tip of our fingertips. Need food, there's Zomato. Need deliveries, Instamart will do it in less than 15 minutes. Forgot your friend's birthday? There are a number of websites that do same day deliveries. Every single fleeting desire is fulfilled. Bored? Scroll away on Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts. But have you ever wondered what this world of instant gratification has been doing to you? Yes, it's convenient. Yes, it's making my life easier. But it has also been rewiring our brains, and not for the best. Every time you get what you want instantly, your brain releases a chemical known as dopamine. It's a chemical associated with pleasure and reward. It lights up when you eat your favorite food, win a certain games, or even have drugs. The more dopamine you have, the more your brain craves it. And the problem with the word instant is that it's an endless dopamine buffet. The social media lives, quick deliveries, viral videos, these are all dopamine microdoses to keep you hooked. But here's the catch. The more you get it, the harder it is to feel satisfied. Your brain starts to expect results in every aspect of your life. When gratification isn't immediate, you start losing interest. It's not just a bad habit, it's a huge and dangerous shift in how we think and feel. The word instant is a double-edged sword. Let's look at how it plays out in different areas of our lives. First is, of course, the social media and the instant validation. You post a picture on Instagram and you anxiously wait for likes. Each like gives you a small hit of dopamine. But here's the problem. The highs are very short-lived. If the likes don't come fast enough or high enough numbers, you feel disappointed. You start questioning your self-worth on these metrics that don't matter. Food delivery apps. Crave a pizza, you get one delivered in 30 minutes. The issue with the availability of these food delivery apps is that it's like an open invitation to order unhealthy food at any time of our life, and it's taking us away from our ideal health. Cooking an act that requires time, effort, and maybe creativity has now been replaced by mindless ordering. We are losing a connection with what food ideally stands for, which is nutrition and sustenance for us. We are losing our ability to wait. Same day delivery or even instant deliveries. There are services like Instamart, Zepto, Blinkit, and then there's even for Amazon orders, you have one-day deliveries if you have Amazon Prime. And all of this is just killing our patience, and we've stopped valuing the process of planning and waiting. Everything has to happen now or it's not worth it. Streaming services. Remember when we had to wait for like days or weeks for the next episode of the show? Now it's often that the entire show is dropped in the day and we just binge watch. But more than that, while growing up, we used to watch television and there used to be so many ads. For a 30-minute show, the show would just air for like 10 minutes and the rest 20 minutes would be ad, and then it's directly the next day that you have to wait for that same time to watch that show again. It's killing the joy of anticipation. Constant and instant gratification exposure has massively affected us psychologically. The number one thing I think it's affected is our ability to have patience and wait. If you see the older generation, they are definitely more patient than we are, and if you see the younger generation, they get like super aggressive if they don't get what they want. So it's definitely killing our ability to wait. This impatience spills over our relationships, careers, and personal growth. Addiction to dopamine is a very rising concern because of this instant reward-seeking behavior. We are losing interest in, say, reading a book, spending time with your family and loved ones, even learning a skill. Decline in mental health. Now I'm laughing because it is so true. Instant gratification has led to anxiety, depression, and low self esteem. And even for people I know, while growing up, they were not that anxious. Over the years, they've become anxious. They seem to have developed ADHD out of nowhere. And I think this is because of the huge influence of social media. Lack of resilience. When we want or get everything instantly, we stop appreciating effort. We stop appreciating those small changes or small efforts that we put in our life to arrive after a long time to a result or a goal. Another thing it's affecting is, having those deep, meaningful relationships. Because of social media, it's so easy to connect with everyone and everything that we are not really able to form deep bonds with those select few, and instead have these superficial relationships with people across. The huge problem with the word instant, it's not just affecting our minds, it's affecting our lives. We are losing the ability to enjoy the journey because we are so fixated on the destination, sacrificing long-term happiness for short-term fulfillment, consuming more but feeling less and less fulfilled by the day. And this goes beyond the concept of us as an individual. It's a societal issue. We want quick fixes for everything, whether it's health, relationships, or success. But here's the truth, the most meaningful things take time. So here's the big question, how do we escape from this instant trap? I think the first step is to try and practice delayed gratification as much as possible. Definitely catch yourself if you think you're falling in the instant trap. See if you can hold on to that feeling a bit longer and let it pass instead of giving in. Maybe you can even start small by making promises to yourself that you'll cook X number of meals this week at home instead of ordering. Setting boundaries with social media. Like we set boundaries with our friends, with our parents, with everyone possible. I think it's the social media that needs boundaries setting more than anything else. It can be something as simple as turning off notifications for Instagram. Like that's what I've done. And I think what that lets me do is when I'm focused on work, it's not distracting me. You can also set like timers on these apps. There are various apps that do it. Reconnect with the present. And a beautiful way to do this is spending time in activities that take time, that don't provide instant rewards. It can be, I know most of you are gonna be like, what? I hate it. It is something as simple as going for a walk or going to gym. And what's the beauty of it? The more you do it, you start seeing and feeling different over a period of time and start actually realizing the value of delayed gratification. Even something as simple as journaling or meditating, it's not a one day done deal. You see the results of it over time. You start feeling better over time. The mindset shift from short-term gratification to long-term goals is very much needed. So I think we all should go back and really reflect on who we are and who we wish to be, and what are the small changes we can do to gradually be able to get there. I think one of the most important things that we will face is discomfort when we shift our views from short-term gratification to delayed gratification. And one of the things we can just do is accept and embrace that feeling. Just sit with it and see how it is, if it's passing, how long is it staying, and be more attuned to yourself. I think I will say something very cheesy. Choose the real over the real. In the world of instant, everything feels convenient, but it's costing us more than we realize. You can either keep chasing instant hits or step back and go slow and live a life that is more meaningful. The real rewards are worth the wait. Thank you.